no trouble, cuz. The 25th, I got a meeting with the governor. That's real rap a lot, no cap a lot. I used to from Farron down to Camelot. I used to whip up in my granny's pot. She asked my friends, was I? They said, nope, he not. The mind to a praying woman. The truth's a heavy burden and it's weighing on me. Red doggies caught me slipping with the wailing on me. I went to calling out for Jesus like a reverend on me. Chalked it up to sin, took it on my chin. Gotta take some L's if you wanna win. They took a but didn't take a sin. I didn't even have no re-up I could re-up with. Had to rob another just to re-up. Pray to God that in his heart he found forgiveness for me. It was nothing personal, it was just business for me. When I got on, I paid him back and told him it was ugly. I'd rather ask forgiveness like 100 times than be asking for permission in a beggar's line. Cause of who I be and check out how I tend to mine. I got a partner who don't eat no pork at dinner time, but let you act like you gon' ever hurt or injure mine. He have your woman, and that's by dinner time. I keep my eyes on glory till the devil get behind. Now bear in mind the devil.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Las Vegas, Nevada. The atmosphere here electric. No matter the venue, the home folks love their silver and black. They are fired up as their Raiders get set to face off with the Tennessee Titans. Strap in. This will be a good one. 2 one-loss teams getting together as they're underway on EA Sports. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. This is Derrick Henry. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game as he'll lose yards. To start things out.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They're going to look to throw. And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up fourth. On fourth down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Well, this defense for the Titans, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
And I don't know what the actual percentages are, and I don't know the analytics when you create 5 turnovers or takeaways in a game. But coaches always say, when you create a number that high, your chances of winning probably up over 98%. I haven't seen that number quantified, but I believe them.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Carr now to throw. And this goes out wide for Drake. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
One of my old teammates called me the other day when he was watching the game. He's like, man, trying to watch an NFL game and trying to account for their passing game, that's difficult. And just when you think you get everything covered, here comes a back out of the backfield. And in this case, he picks up a 1st down.
Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr able to find Walter. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders' 1st down by about a yard as they find a way to convert there on 3rd down and 5.
At the 38-yard line.
Now Carr maybe with a free play. And some room to maneuver. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
The score, Raiders 7, Titans nothing.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
They're on 17-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moved.
Touchdown, Titans! Well, and this is where quarterbacks' passing numbers sometimes get a little bit more inflated than they should, because this is a short little pass, but it goes for big yardage. Point after here coming up. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he will be brought out here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
They're on 17-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
Now a give right side. McCrary. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
3rd and
I know he ain't got it. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike. Let's go, Abby. Let's go, Abby.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the 6. And not a good return at all. Down inside the 10, all the way back at the 7. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A toss left, Henry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Here's Brett Kern now, standing just about on his own goal line. Fielded at about the 28. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
Rashad Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Right there. 54, right there. Express. Hey.
Now Carr. Catch is made by Hunter Renfrow. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
A loss of 2. Brings up
Now a give, right side. McCrary, and a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Raiders on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. On play action, it's Carr rolling to his right. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Working with a 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Let's go, let's bring it. Kill. He's coming. 6-18. 56 is Mike. 56 is Mike.
Now a play fake. Carr. And it's caught. Touchdown Raiders. Darren Waller with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Raiders add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 21-7. set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Running left, it's Henry. And a good run as he manages 7 yards down to the 17.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll set up a throw. Forced out to his left. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Play action. Now it's Carr. Out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And this is taken in at the 5. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Carr to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. It's a foot race. He's at the 50. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. And how about the big boys showing off the wheels?
Let's face it. Anybody who watches a game, even if it goes against your team, when there's a big man with the football, everyone locks in. Everyone locks in, and they're rumbling. You can feel it all the way to the upper reaches of the stands.
They'll buy some time right. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
Nice job there defensively. A great time to dial up a blitz.
And give him credit under center instead of throwing it away. Actually, a pretty good job of getting past the line of scrimmage, not losing yardage. Second and 9 now. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman. Sports Halftime Report. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. With the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
On play action, now Carr. Rolling to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Great coverage there. Holds him to a 2-yard return following a 50-yard punt. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And their defense did its job by forcing the punt to start things out. And now, Charles, can the offense get in gear?
I think, partner, you can sense them saying, okay, the first half was theirs, but now let's get the momentum back on our side. We forced a punt. Now let's go downfield and score. If we do that, we'll be set up well for this second half.
Now back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
A gain of 14. And the Titans first down.
A first down carry for Henry. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
First down, Titans.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he's got it. And it's a Titans touchdown. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans have made this a one-score game.
Trying to make a comeback often appears daunting, but the only way to get there, start small, score, and worry about getting the next one after that.
Extra point forthcoming. And he's got it to make this a 21-17 game.
Raiders 21, Titans 17.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Throwing quickly, that's caught by Brown out wide. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Carr sliding out of the pocket. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jacobs. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25, and it will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And things are starting to move in the right direction. They get the touchdown last drive, then their defense gets them the football back.
Yeah, now they have a chance to get the lead if they can put something together here. I'm eager to see how they decide to do it. Do they want to be methodical, or do they want to take the big strike and go after it right now?
And he'll power ahead, but only for about 3 yards. 2nd down coming up.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
No gain on the play. It is 3rd down.
He'll look to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Divine Diablo. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Yeah, boy, it is tough to bring him down that time. He surges forward. He's going to get a full 6 out of that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
They run again with Breida. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Silver. 56, the mic, boys. 56. Check 56. On deck. On 694. 56, the mic.
On 1st down, Carr escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Adams. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Mike, 56, right there.
They'll run right here with Jacobs. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage.
Brought down by Bud Dupree. No gain on the play. It's now 3rd and 8.
Man open left side is Brown. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. They call it a loss of a yard there. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker Daniel Carlson for the field goal try. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. Carlson able to put this one through. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
Titans 17.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They'll drop to throw. A check down here for Henry. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
First down.
He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
47 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Now a carry for Pirine. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. They'll run again with Pirine. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
He was brought down by Bud Dupree. A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. 3rd touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. I mean, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Make it 4 touchdown passes now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders are closing in on a 4-1 start as they extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll look to throw here. Flush to his right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Raiders will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
Working with 2nd and 5 now.
Here's Carr. This is caught. It's Brown. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
On play action, it's Carr. On the move, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Carr. And that is incomplete.
They certainly thought they had him surrounded and probably thought they were going to get him on the ground and get the sack, but he was able to elude that. And even though it threw it incomplete downfield, if you're a defensive back, you're loving the pressure that you're seeing from your front.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Trying to shake off the interception. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. 8 yards in the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Back to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the 1st at about the 13-yard line. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Carr going to look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
Carr will try it again on second down. This is caught. Touchdown! Davante Adams. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Takes it at the 7. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
And now here is another interception. Picked off at the 25. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result could be something you don't like.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Carr going to throw here. Steps away. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. And that's caught inside the 35. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. Big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points.